In this video, we're talking about one of ProPresenter's most flexible tools, props. Props let you display persistent text or images on top of your slides. Think of them like visual elements that sit above your presentation layer and stay visible until you decide to remove them. They're easy to create, simple to manage, and can even be triggered automatically using slide actions. If you've ever wanted to keep a logo, a lower third banner, or a static message visible across multiple slides, props are how you do it. Here are a few common examples of how props are used. A small church logo, often called a bug, in the corner of the screen, a lower third nameplate for the speaker or host, scrolling text like a Chiron on a news broadcast, or an icon that appears during the last verse of a song to signal kids to come up for children's time. The props feature was built specifically for these kinds of use cases, and it can handle a lot more. To access props, click the props button in the show controls area, or use the shortcut Control-P on a Mac or Control-Shift-P on Windows. You can also open it from the menu bar by going to View, Props. Once you're in, you'll see a list of all available props. Click the plus sign in the top right to create a new one. The plus sign will be in the middle of the window if no props have been created yet. If you create a large collection of props, you can organize them into collections. Simply click on where it says Default Collection and hit the plus sign to create a new one. To show a prop, just click on it. You'll know it's live when its outline highlights in orange. One unique feature of props is that unlike slides, multiple props can be triggered and shown on an output at one time. You can also enable single prop mode by clicking the icon next to the pencil on the right. This prevents multiple props from being fired at the same time so they don't get mixed up. That pencil icon next to single prop mode opens the props editor. Right-clicking on a prop will bring up options like copy and paste, rename, as well as unique features like add to collection and setting auto clear times. On the bottom left, you'll see transition controls, which dictate how props appear and disappear. Next to that is the filter window to quickly find props based on keywords, as well as options to view your props in grid or list view and to adjust the size of your thumbnails. The props editor works a lot like the slide editor, so if you're already comfortable creating slides in ProPresenter, this will feel familiar. When you open the props editor, you'll see most of the same tools: text, shapes, media, and alignment options, but there are a few key differences. For example, there's no slide note section since props are visual only. When nothing is selected on the canvas, you'll see a prop tab on the right-hand inspector. That's where you'll find four main options. Name. This is how your prop will appear in the props pane and on the sidebar when it's live. Background color. This adds a solid color to the prop's background. Just note that adding this will cover any content in the slide or media layers beneath it. Size determines the resolution of the prop. It's usually best to match it to the screen resolution it'll be displayed on. Transition controls how that specific prop appears and clears from the screen. Each prop can have its own transition, which overrides the default one in the props pane. And lastly, auto clear, which removes the prop after a specific time interval. When you select an image on a prop, like a text box or an image, the shape and text tabs appear just like in the slide editor. Now, let's talk about prop actions, which lets you automate props to appear with specific slides or trigger with a macro. This is great when you want a prop, like a logo, lower third, or call to action, to automatically show when a slide or macro is triggered. To add a prop action, right-click on a slide or macro, select Add Action, Props, then choose the prop you want to trigger when that slide is clicked from the prop collection. You can also drag a prop directly from the props area in Show Controls straight onto a slide to create the same kind of action. You can have multiple prop actions on a single slide. For example, triggering a logo bug and a Service Starts Soon banner at the same time. You can also set props to trigger or clear. So if you want a prop to trigger on slide 1 and then clear on slide 2, you can do that by choosing the prop action behavior. You can also set an auto clear time for prop actions as well. So to recap, props are your go-to for persistent visual elements that sit on top of your slides. They're perfect for logos, recurring text, reminders, or any graphics you want to appear across multiple slides without rebuilding it each time. They're simple to create, easy to automate, and super reliable during a live production. If you want to learn more about how props work alongside other overlay features like messages, check out the other videos in this series. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.